Hi and welcome back to MRTV. The Pimax Crystal Light is upon us, and we are excited about it because this headset is supposed to bring us high-end PC VR starting at only $699. But there are several versions of the headset, and in the end it comes down to the question, do you want the version without local dimming that you can get for only $699, or do you want a version with local dimming that starts at $799 if you want the version without the controllers, or $899 if you want to have the version with controllers? In this video, I'm going to give you through the lens footage of the Pimax Crystal with local dimming on and with local dimming off, so that you can make a more informed decision. And I promise you, at the end of this video, you will know which version to buy. So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video, because all of this goodness is coming up. I'm glad that you're back here. My name is Sebastian, and if you're excited about virtual reality, then absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you won't miss any of our upcoming videos because, well, we're bringing you interesting content like this one here. Before we start with this video, I have an important disclaimer. All the through the lens footage that you see in this video has been done with my original Pimax Crystal. And when I turn off the local dimming, we only assume that the Pimax Crystal Light version without the local dimming would look like this. But we cannot say for sure because none of us has yet seen the Pimax Crystal Light with this other panel. So what you see in this video is truly just a comparison of the local dimming on and off on the original Crystal, and we just make our assumptions for the Pimax Crystal Light. With this out of the way, let's get into it. Let's start with the simplest case where I can directly tell you go for the local dimming version. And that is, you love space simulations like Elite Dangerous or Star Wars Squadrons, or you love night races or night flights. Go for the local dimming version. What you see here right now is Star Wars Squadrons, how you know the game from your Valve Index, from your Reverb G2, and this is how it looks like without local dimming. Now, this is how it looks with the local dimming of the Pimax Crystal turned on. And wow, that is quite a difference, right? So yeah, the first one, you lived with it and it was okay. And if you went for the version without local dimming, you wouldn't see a difference. But wow, it just looks so good when you turn on the local dimming and the blacks really become black. So yeah, this is a no-brainer in my opinion. Go for the local dimming version. And what's also nice, there's even some kind of middle ground, right? You don't need to go full power with local dimming. There's also like a balanced mode and a highlights mode. So there's different kind of in-between levels that you can choose with the local dimming of the Pimax Crystal. I can just tell you, I love to play Star Wars Squadrons in the Pimax Crystal. It is just fantastic. Wow. The true blacks of space. Yeah, go for it. Just go for it. So now let's have a look at Microsoft Flight Simulator. And what you see here is a night flight from Frankfurt, Germany. That's where we take off. And well, on the left, you see the version with local dimming turned off, and on the right, you see the version with full power extreme local dimming turned on. And also here, it just looks better on the version with local dimming, right? You have the true dark blacks, and it just looks more like the real thing. So I had a look on my screen, on my actual normal screen, what is more true to real life, true to what the people who made Microsoft Flight Simulator had in mind. And yeah, it is the version with local dimming. That's how it's supposed to look like. Okay, so let me reiterate my conclusion. If you love games with huge areas of the game being pitch black, like for example space games or night flights or night races or horror games as well, then the local dimming is just so good and it will make a difference. Go for it. Go for the more expensive version. If you think about it, so you're going to probably use this for 2 years, and then it only costs like $10 per month more, and it is worth it. So what if you're not into these type of games? Like you're more of a general gamer and you like to play shooters or HalfLife Alex. Well, let's look into it. These games also have dark scenes. Like for example here, this is HalfLife Alex. And on the left, you see it without local dimming. And on the right, you see it with extreme local dimming turned on. And I must tell you, there's quite a lot of details that simply disappear when you turn local dimming on like this. So actually, the whole picture is going to turn darker. Not only the parts that you would hope would turn darker, right? So therefore, wow, this is, honestly speaking, a bit tough. And in these situations, local dimming doesn't help you so much. But I would prefer the version without the local dimming because you can still see all the details. However, you can also set local dimming to balanced, right? Like you see it here right now. And in the balance mode, those details won't just go away, right? So you still have the advantages of local dimming, but still you can see the details. However, the difference to the whole thing being completely off are not so big. And if you're wondering, do the color vibrancy, does it change? Is it better if you have local dimming? No, the colors still look great also when local dimming is completely turned off. So you don't have to be afraid that if you don't have the local dimming on, that colors would suddenly look worse because there's less contrast. No, the colors still look great, just the blacks don't look as black as with local dimming on. So how about bright scenes? Is there any difference when you have like a normal day scene, like you can see here right now? So on the left, you see a scene from HalfLife Alex with local dimming turned off, and on the right, local dimming is turned to extreme. And well, in my opinion, I don't really see a big difference, right? It's tough to see any difference at all. So if you're into these kind of games, you don't have to worry that your non-local dimming version would look like worse because now you don't have like good contrast. No, it still looks fantastic. At least on the Pimax Crystal. Again, I have not yet seen the Pimax Crystal Light panel that does not have local dimming. So this is only an assumption. And I hope that the Pimax Crystal Light without local dimming is going to look as good as the Pimax Crystal with local dimming turned off. Overall, for me, I would recommend the local dimming version. Yes, it is $200 more expensive, but, well, Star Wars Squadrons just looks so good with it turned on, right? And who knows, in the future there might be other games that have these complete pitch black scenes that I simply want. And yeah, this is an upgrade. This simply is a big upgrade if you're coming from other LCD panels. And again, if you need to justify that $200 plus, think about it in terms of months. So you're going to use this for 20 months, hopefully. So every month, only $10 more will buy you dark blacks. If that's worth it for you, then go for it. If not, then don't go for it. All right, and that concludes my Through the Lens comparison. I hope this was helpful for you. If yes, give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now because, well, I'm bringing you videos just like this one here. And that's very, very good. Okay, so as always, the purchase link is down in the description of this video. If you want to support this channel, I would be grateful if you go through them. If not, that's fine as well. And you know what? Why don't we chat about this on the MRTV Discord server? Because you'll find lots of people who are wondering about the same questions there. So, link is down in the description of this video. See you there and see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.